Nithyanandam. Nithyanandam is the greeting that I would like to welcome all of you all with. It is, the meaning of Nithyanandam is eternal bliss. The very name of my Guru, Paramahamsa Nithyananda, Nithyananda being one of the beautiful auspicious qualities of Sadashiva himself. So having introduced my beloved Guru, I'd like to talk a little bit about my first experience with my Guru, my God, Paramahamsa Nithyananda. I am Manitya Achalananda Swami and I am a sannyasi of the Nithyananda order. I've been initiated sannyasi of Swamiji since now the past 10 years and it's been a wonderful journey, needless to say, with him. How this journey started, today as I complete 10 years of my beautiful journey with my master, I was just reminiscing this and I wanted to share with all of you because I am very sure there are lakhs, millions out there waiting for this beautiful journey with the eternal, with the master, with the ultimate. It all started just with one meditation program, one 4-day workshop that I came for, which Swamiji was conducting himself, and I basically came to check him out. And as he was conducting the programs, he was explaining about the various emotions, how to handle life's problems. He was giving various life solutions. And there was this one session on handling pain, whether it's physical pain or mental pain. And one of the exercises in that was to write down everything, all the pains that we have gone through and whatever is remaining in our memory. Because this is a very powerful technique, as Swamiji was explaining, where you write down everything, you remember that, you basically relive those experiences and relieve them. And as I was doing this exercise, this technique, one of the very painful incidents in my life, which was always been there in the back of my mind, and as I was writing it, I just verbalized that to myself, that I had always said when this incident had happened years back, that I'll carry this to my grave. I won't share this with anybody because I just felt so traumatic, and I felt that it's not something that anybody will be able to relate to. I don't know how they will perceive me after that. So many things. And I wrote all this down, and Swamiji had said that we won't be sharing this paper with anyone, so I wrote it down. And before I could know it, actually I started walking up to him. He was sitting in the front of the hall where all of us were doing the exercise, all of us were writing. I just walked up to him and I said, I want to share this with you, and I gave him the paper. And he read it and he gave it back to me and he said, I'll take care. I was just shocked. And then when I came back, the whole thing came back to me saying, oh my God, what have I done? I haven't even shared this with my parents, I have not shared it with my closest friends, and I have gone up to some stranger and I've gone and shared with them my most intimate experience, even though it's a painful one. I immediately ran back to him and I said, Swamiji, can I request you that you do not share this with anybody? In a very formal way, needless to say. And Swamiji just said, that paper of yours, you can keep it with you, and after this session, you can tear it and burn it, okay? So nobody will know about it. I was so relieved. I said, okay, that's good. And then I came back. And then there was a meditation following this, a meditation technique which Swamiji had said, very powerful one. It was a 42 minutes continuous laughter meditation. Swamiji was personally guiding. So we were supposed to blindfold ourselves so that we don't get self-conscious and therefore we don't express the laughter, because obviously in society if you just laugh for no reason, you're considered mad people. So we all put our blindfolds on and Swamiji said, okay, now you can start. They had enough of a kind of a music or a sound so that we don't feel conscious about each other's laughing. And I was laughing, and then after a few minutes I realized, or maybe probably 15-20 minutes, I don't even know how the time went, I could hear a sound from behind me, which was clearly Swamiji's, saying, do it ma, do it. And he was repeating that 4-5 times, do it ma, do it. And I was just continuing the laughter. And then 42 minutes, the music just stopped, the sound just stopped. And I saw that I just burst into tears. And I don't know why I'm crying. It is not like it's any remembrance of any of the incidents that I was writing down. None of that. I just cried maybe for about a minute. And then I saw, when I'm remembering that incident, it has almost become like a black and white one, meaning there is no emotion attached to it. I'm not feeling any pain. I'm not feeling any shame. I'm not feeling any emotion. I'm not afraid to share this with anybody. It's become a lifeless incident. I felt so relieved. I could never imagine anybody in this planet, in this universe, could relieve me of a pain that I had decided very clearly, very consciously. I am carrying this to my grave. No soul shall know about it. The session ended. Swamiji walked out of the hall, and I could just see myself just running behind him. You're not supposed to be running behind Swamiji after the class because there is this team of secretaries and administrators that follows him, and you don't intrude into his privacy. They didn't even know what's going on because they least expected some participant to come running behind Swamiji. And I went running behind him. I just went and stood in front of him and I said, I want to touch your feet. So clumsily, I tell you, I just told like this, I want to touch your feet. He just stood and I touched his feet. And for me, that was a big thing because in my life, I have never touched anybody's feet. Not for any sense of arrogance or pride, but that is the way I have been. And this was like beyond me. I just go and touch Swamiji's feet and he gave the most beautiful blessing, Anandamana Iru, meaning in Tamil, be blissful. And I just went, I came back to the class and I realized what an amazing, unbelievable happening this whole thing was. Because to relieve somebody of some emotional trauma, some emotional pain, which I know if I had carried this 10 years hence, as I'm sitting here now, I would not have done even 1/10 of the things that I've been able to do because this heavy load was sitting inside me. Basically the whole perception of life was so heavy. So anything, all the nice things that happened to me in my life after Swamiji happened in my life would have been just a pipe dream. But here, everything not only became a reality, even the memory of that incident, like that, this was, as I said, my first experience. After that, with so many of the meditation programs, techniques and initiations by Swamiji, Shaktipata with Swamiji, I've seen so many of the really unsolvable problems which according to me were not solvable in my life. All of those just disappeared, almost like vaporized. I can very clearly say 90% of the problems which I faced, if not more, were just gone by the happening of Swamiji. It is like his initiation, his blessing, and the problem was gone. There was zero contribution from my part on this. Maximum I would have done is because of his guidance, I would have probably cognized the problem. Just the cognizance was enough, and his blessing, his grace, his initiation, his Shaktipada would have just dissolved this. This has been my experience consistently for the past 10 years. And the door to this whole beautiful life was, of course, the first program that I had with Swamiji back then, 10 years back, which was called the Life Bliss Program Level 2. Today, Swamiji has expanded that door to a lot more people and a much bigger way through this 21-day program called Inner Awakening Program. And with this program, not only the life solutions or the problems, the emotions that we face, not only are these addressed, but a huge, powerful opening in the form of manifestation of what we want, manifestation of the cognitions, manifesting our reality, manifesting powers, not just the cognitions, not just powers as we imagine, but very clear science of manifesting the 400 plus powers that Sadashiva himself has revealed in the Agamas. All this Swamiji is packing it in the 21-day program called Inner Awakening, which is nothing short of, or probably an understatement to say it's even a life-transforming program. It is just mind-blowing. It opens a whole new world where not only do you complete with all your patterns, your weaknesses, your so-called limitations, but you are exposed to, you're flooded with almost zero contribution from your part, because it's just pure grace of Swamiji, just connecting with him, and just he infuses you with the powers of Sadashiva, makes you manifest these powers, makes you manifest your reality, changes the very way you look at life, where every cognition is a powerful cognition and you can manifest in reality what you want right now, and there is no limit to it. It's like infinite immediately. That is what Inner Awakening is all about. And as I reminisce 10 years of my being in the beautiful Bengaluru Adinam right here in Nithyananda Peetham, I'd like and wish for each and every one of you to also enter this beautiful life at the feet of our beloved Master Paramahamsa Nithyananda, and the door is opening tomorrow. Inner Awakening with Swamiji. Please come join us in this beautiful journey to enlightenment, to manifestation of Shaktis, to becoming Sadashiva himself. Thank you, Nithyananda.